Hi, it's Bill. Thought I'd do another uh, YouTube video that's short and would make sense to those who are in the market for property in the St. George area. Unfortunately, I got to have this little mutt with me who's my wife's out getting her hair done, and this dog whines when she goes because they are inseparable. So I hope you don't mind having Zach in my arms. He's all but almost 4 pounds, 4 months old. He's a very smart dog. So I got to kind of keep him in the loop, right? So I hope you don't mind him being in the video shoot. Um, I'm just going to give it to you straight like I have before. And first off, I want to thank all the viewers that took time. And it's really cool to see people write these things that are spelled right and have taken the time and energy to write something very thoughtful and inquisitive and in sharing information. Just a few that I would love to share is this is going on everywhere in the United States. St. George isn't just one account of by itself. It's going on everywhere. Just watched a report out of Salt Lake. We're up about 30% over last year home values. And the median price is now in the 400s. I remember when it was 150 to 200,000. So this is a real game that has to be played well. So I want to share a few things. One is an upcoming video that I'm going to do is I'm going to share the neighborhoods that are more desirable in St. George. I'm not going to talk about less desirable neighborhoods. I'm going to talk to you about my picks of neighborhoods that if it isn't in there, don't waste your time, because there's reasons why the price might be less or something's wrong. The way when you drive through, you'll be able to tell. But there's some really good neighborhoods in St. George and ones that aren't so good. So we'll talk about that. Okay. Um, Here's why you need an agent. And nobody wants to spend, but you're not spending if you're buying, you're spending if you're listing. That's another thing. I'm going to talk to you about listing a house, some of the things you need to do. But here's why you need an agent in St. George. There are maybe two major agencies, one huge agency. And what happens is all these agents get together, once a week or better and give their information to each other of what they have listed. I'll give you an example. I had one agent text me this morning that they're listing a condo. Uh, Not that I'm out to buy a condo, but a condo would solve my problem if I want to sell this house that I'm in here in Salt Lake and go down and be part of the build of the house that I've got that I'm probably going to build down in St. George. So I'm all ears because this condo is in the low twos. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a carport for 2 cars. I said, tell me more. I want to hear about this because, in the 200s, you could tolerate something for a year and then sell it and get your money back or make money when you finish your house. So, of course, I've heard back and I've texted. And anyway, all fairness, they're all busy, right? But here's why that's a reason why. And I'm not really affiliated with, how can I say that? I have agents that I work with, but I'm not an agent. I don't have an end game there as well as I should have in terms of leveraging an agent, but you can go down to my Patreon account and share a little love if you want, and I'll just keep giving these really good information. But here's why you need an agent. An agent's in the mix of who's listing. So in the other room, there could be this person or family or a guy who lost a job or a family getting transferred out of state. Somebody's paying for the listing of the house, and there could be a really good listing going on in that same office. The only way you're going to know is through the MLS. By the time it hits an MLS, it already has a contract on it. Let me repeat that. By the time you see it on the MLS the next day, they've already told somebody in the office who just told me, who looks at the property before it gets listed on the MLS, makes an offer. That person's under pressure to move. They accept the offer, and boom, it's on the MLS, and you can't figure out why there's already an offer on it because you're not in the inside circle. You're not in the inner edge. You got to do this, or you got. There's one listener that watches my program that went on Facebook and found a listing. Well, if you're lucky enough to go on Facebook or social media or reach out, who's got a house for sale, and go down that road, could be a very good road. But in the meantime, nice houses could be listed that you don't even see, and they're already sold on the MLS. And I've missed them. I have missed a winter house, like two of them, maybe three. And I bought one and I didn't like it, and I didn't finish the purchase. I made an offer and found a lot of things that weren't desirable to me inside the construction, and boom, I backed out as quick as I got in. So get in. If you're an agent in St. George, reach out to me. I'll interview you. We can do a show, and I have no problem interviewing an agent and where I would feel comfortable. And in the next video, I'll teach you how to find a good agent. Like, you gotta find not the top agent. They're on vacation. They're in Mexico. They made 400 grand last year. They're not working maybe as hard, or maybe they are working hard. But you want to find an agent that fits your. It's not about personality. You could hate somebody, but if they did the right job, it isn't a personality match. It's somebody who go get it done and will email you, and thinking about 11 o'clock at night that they would text you to let you know that something cool is on the market. That's the guy or woman you need. It isn't about having the best agent. It's about having the right agent. And when you understand how to screw that light bulb in, it's going to make a lot of sense. It's going to make the difference between you purchasing a house and you missing one. And what hurts the most, and I'll say this just from my heart and soul, you miss a nice house that you could have bought because you just weren't in there quick enough. It hurts. There was I didn't even want to talk about it. It was in Springdale, and it was up on a mountain, and it was in Zion Park, and it was right in the park. And I'm telling you, it was probably $100,000 under its actual value on a 5-acre parcel, and it really wasn't that much more than a house in St. George. So don't think you can take this on your own. Don't think you can rush in without an agent thinking that maybe they'll listen to you because they're saving 3%. Doesn't work that way anymore. Get an agent that you can work with, and personal message me at bill@sattree.com, bill@sattree.com. If you want help on this, I can help you. I don't know what fees I'll charge, but I might charge you something to run something down so you get the inside edge. But just get smart. This isn't fun and games anymore. This is a battle. I just read this. This will drive you nuts. And I'm for Californians. I'm born and raised in California. So don't come down on me because I'm talking about Californians. But Californians right now are buying properties they don't even look at. They don't need to drive and look through it. They're making offers on stuff they're seeing on the website or an agent sending to them. They'll go make a full price offer and not walk through the house. Why? Well, if they don't like it, they can relist it, or they'll do something, or make it work. But they're not having to fly up, get out of an airplane, get somebody pick them up at an airport, and dance through a house. Those days are done. You guys are looking at a house, looking at square footage, looking at when it was built, call and ask a few questions. They're putting a deposit on it, or they're making an offer, a cash offer, to pay in full on this crazy house, right? So If you're going to buy now, that's what you're up against. Now, I've gone to 10 minutes. I didn't think I would. The market, I want to talk to you about another video about where I think the market's heading in a year, whether you should wait or buy now. So I'm going to talk about that and give you my feelings on it. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell, whatever you got to do. You kids know exactly what to do, but subscribe. You're going to see beautiful animals like this once in a while when their mom's gone. I got to babysit, but it's okay. Adds to the lovely face I have now. For now, thank you. Farewell. We'll talk to you soon. Please email me or add a comment. I answer 99.9% of them and be happy to help you try to find your next dream home, perhaps in the St. George or Mesquite area. Bye for now.